What's up, MPX addicts? Welcome to the MPX Rehab. I am your host, the hashtag certified Mark J. Williams, here with my co-host,
the voice of the MPX addicts, Kyle Smith.
And believe it or not, we're in the same building. We're on the same show. It's actually happening this week, folks.
Hologram. I'm not here. It's a hologram.
Film editing trick. We'll see more of it later.
We have that technology and money to do that.
Oh, yeah. Totally. Able to. Completely. But, yes, last week, MPX's 6 Ways to Saturday, which my brain keeps wanting to say 6 Ways to Sunday, but...
I keep thinking 6 Ways to Hell, but...
That also makes sense. This was, if you watched the after show on Saturday, which, yes, I know, nobody does. It's okay, nobody watched Mainline either, apparently, so you know what?
I had decent views. I had 14, I think, 15.
But... it was a roller coaster of a show. I'd say that things are going up and down, definitely, for a lot of, especially the groups at MPX.
And that is wrestling. It's a roller coaster. It's up, down. Mm-hmm. You know, it's great. That's one reason people like us love wrestling, is the emotions and rides we get to take to it.
Mm-hmm. And starting off with that, I mean, the pre-show match definitely showed exactly how much of a roller coaster it's been for the, the Sons of Mayhem, especially because 2 weeks ago they were all solidly in the win column. This last week,
three of them.
Well, I mean,
it was Jake, JD, and Red. Yeah. Joe wasn't there. Nick wasn't there.
Yes,
so
but
they still took L's because they weren't there.
The Suns as a whole were in the win column. And then this week, they were on the other side of that because Jake Lindsay, Dmitry Alexandrov, second match for the MPX Prospect Championship, as Dmitry is now targeted them and they've targeted him.
Would you say Dimitri's targeted them, though?
Well, he specifically said they're the cancer that needs to be cut out of MPX. Therefore,
Oh, they're the NWO? That's what they are?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So JD's Hollywood?
Actually, yeah.
So Nessie Nick.
I mean, we'd already made
Nessie Nick, because he comes every now and then, is Dennis Rodman, right? He's the worm, just every now and then.
Okay, yeah, I guess we could say that.
Jake is Scott Steiner.
No, what's funny is we'd mentioned that JD joining the Sons of Mayhem was kind of Hogan joining the Outsiders, so it makes sense, doesn't it? Just continue on with the NWO references. But
Red is buff.
This match was, as much as I had some, personal issues with parts of it.
Yeah, you did not like it. You didn't like it. You didn't like a second title match so close.
I didn't like the fact that it was the same one we saw 2 weeks prior. That was what I was like. I not so much didn't like it, was confused by it.
I was okay with it for the simple fact that they put on a good match.
Oh, yeah, no, I knew that was going to happen.
I like, obviously because maybe biasness, but Jake being so young and so good, getting these matches with top talent like that is really great for him. And we just see how much he grows from match to match to match with it.
And the thing is, it's like I have actually noticed in the past few weeks especially that Jake, as fucking fantastic as he is, does have room to grow. Because he does get better. But there are also times in which,
But I feel
get those. If you're like us, where you're a critic and analyst, you actually sit there and watch the match move for move. You sit there and realize, oh shit.
But I think that's the thing with every wrestler. Every wrestler gets better and grows. As good as Dmitry is, as good as Exodus is, as good as Matthew Palmer and JD are, there's always something to do better and get better. One of the things that always stuck me with Kirby, R.I.P., was he said, you're never going to have a perfect match. Nothing's ever going to go perfectly. You'll have good ones, but you'll never have perfect. Yeah. There's always something to do better.
It's that whole thing of, anyone who tells you have a perfect match didn't watch it.
Exactly.
But it's like... And it's like nothing in particular. He didn't mess up any huge moves on this one, but there were times in which he looked a little like he was trying to remember or figure out what he was supposed to do next, or so there was something where he was a step too fast or a step too slow.
Yeah, and
trying to catch up back to where he's supposed to be.
And like I said, I feel that happens with almost everyone, especially the nowadays. Like you can look at old school wrestling where they called it in the ring out there, and there was very less of that. And then and yes, there were still mess ups with that. Don't get me wrong. But then you have the ones now where a lot of it and so much of it is planned backstage that you're obviously going to forget. I forget 2 hours ago. Like that's just human nature.
That's why we write down the matches so we're not both sitting here going, and then the next match was.
But
because that's never happened here before.
I liked the match. I thought it was good. I thought it was better than the last one they had. And it's like I said, it's good for Jake to get these type of matches. And I didn't mind. Like, I wasn't necessarily super upset that, this is second defense and it's against a guy he's already beat. That didn't bother me that much. It did a little, but not as much as it did you.
Again, it's like it bothered me insofar as I was just kind of confused because, like I said, we'd just seen the same match, same stipulations 2 weeks before.
The only thing that bothers me right now with Jake, and it's very minute, and I know we'll get it, is I really want that Jake versus Gabe match, because that match is going to fuck so hard, and it's going to be great.
Yeah.
And it's proper term.
You just came out of the blue with that one is all.
They will. But that match is going to be so hard-hitting and so good, and we got it taken away from us. And I was really hoping we got it again this week, but we didn't. I'm hoping later on down the road in the next couple of weeks we get that match.
Yeah.
Because that match is going to be amazing. Now, the biggest thing out of this match, obviously, is what happened afterwards, where pretty much JD and Jerome have said, hey, your days are numbered. That belt is coming to the Sons of Mayhem. So.
Yeah, and it's especially with how things ended up at the end of the night as well. This is definitely the new feud for at least the time being, and I'm looking forward to how the feud itself goes.
Yep.
Then we had the show itself starting, in which we had Zero versus Max Volume, Max Beckett. And this is where I discovered what the issue with Max Beckett is.
So, and people have heard me before. Not a huge fan of Max. Never really impressed me that much. As a heel, 20 times better.
Yes.
I like him there. He has gotten way better. When we saw him at Legacy in the tag match, thought it was really well. Thought he did good. Thought he's gotten better. His strikes have gotten better. Stuff like that. The thing you're about to allude to, and I totally agree with you, is for someone who's max volume, high volume, there's like no charisma at all. And another thing that bothered me...
It's not saying that he's a boring person or anything like that. It's just that it's like watching that match, you could see it's like the two high points from Max were one, probably the most shoot reaction he had the whole night, in which the fans started chanting "ugly bastard," and it took him a moment to catch on that they're actually chanting 4-0 and not at him.
If you're not known to MPX, that is a little weird chant to come into. But the other thing that gets me about Max, and I don't necessarily know if it's his fault or MPX's fault, is your name is Max Volume, whatever it is, and your music is so low and just doesn't give that oomph to what your character actually is.
But in the ring, like, technically, he's very good.
He's gotten way better.
Yeah, it's like, but it's like we also saw him team up with Rook Tyler over at Legacy previously, and together, Rook Tyler definitely makes up for what Max does lack in the charisma department,
which is what good tag teams do, really. I mean, and they were a good tag team. I hope to kind of see them more around.
Yeah. And so it's like, I think, honestly, Max Beckett, of all people, could definitely benefit from having a manager or a valet.
Yeah, he does need someone. One of the times we saw him when he was in singles, he had Nastico, which did help a lot. So, yeah, and again, it's not, I guess I've lessened my stance on him. I don't mind seeing him again. He's gotten better, as opposed to other times where I was like, nope, I'm kind of done,
Yeah.
So, like I said, the match itself I thought was good. Like you were talking about, one of my favorite interactions is where he went to do the punch and then just yelled in Zero's ear.
Yeah, and that's an actual move of Max Beckett's. That's probably one of the most unique and creative things I've ever seen.
Richard's talking to you a lot.
I know he's talking to me a lot, and I'm ignoring it.
You can't ignore Mr. Hill, sir.
But...
Okay, then if that is Max's fault, then yeah, that's on him. Max, sorry, you need to change your music. Give it something that's more high volume. That automatically throws me off when they announce your name and it's just very low.
I don't know. Where's Jinx been lately?
busy and backstage working sound. There you go, Jinx. Find him a song.
Yeah. But that one was good. Zero coming out on top. Of course, the fans were, all for that.
Addicts love Zero.
Yeah. Then we had the MPX Addicts title match in which we got the return of Shimbashi.
Yes.
And then we also saw Jusnik both of them taking on Angel Camacho. And Shimbashi did a really good job of being the Weasel.
I really like Shimbashi. I was super excited that he came back. I did not think we would get him again. I think he's super talented, still kind of young, obviously. Training at Lions Pride with Houston Carson, amazing. And everything he does, to me, in ring as far as technical, he's there. He's got it. It's good. And this time we saw more of like a character work for him. Like you said, he's like the chicken shit heel. Stays on the outside, lets Jusnik and Angel do their shit, kind of talks to the crowd. Thought it was really well.
Yeah.
Liked it.
Jusnik, I loved how much of a superhero he was made to look in this one.
I do agree with Richard on that. He's good in the ring. The name
I'm not
bothers
a huge fan
me.
of it either. I like the guy, but it's like, but it's like they really did a good job to make him look a superhero in this match.
Yep.
They really, because I'm talking Jusnik, the smallest guy in the match by a long shot. I think one of the smallest guys in the show.
You combine Jusnik and Shimbashi and they still don't equal Angel.
Yeah.
Height or weight. Like, Angel is that monster heel that I've been kind of craving in MPX. It's just, we haven't really got to see the full potential.
Yeah.
Yes, he's the Axe Champion. Yes, he's beat Brick. Yes, he's beat Tommy Dean. But it's not, when I look at the monsters we've had before, like Hardakis, they've kind of just been really destructive. Angel's been destructive, but not that destructive, if that makes any sense whatsoever.
Wait, are you comparing Brick and...
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I did not compare at all. Stop trying to get... I still feel the effect of the chop I got 2 weeks ago. I don't want to hear it. I'm never saying another bad thing. But that is what MPX has kind of been lacking. We've had monsters like Hardakis and Sky when he was a monster that, he hasn't been in a while. We've had these...
I don't know, he was about to become a monster this last week.
Yeah. We've had these kind of up and downs where, this could be it. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, this could be it. No, it's not. I think Angel can be that one, that monster heel that MPX kind of needs.
I agree. I mean, it's really hard to see Angel as a face at MPX of all places.
Richard, you have to build your heels higher. I know he's only 6 foot, but build them higher. You have to give the mystique.
But, of course, Angel Camacho literally squashing Shimbachi for the win.
Yeah, which I was great because Shimbachi didn't do that much. Got in there, boom, 1, 2, 3. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You're thinking just Nick's going to take the pin. So, again, Shimbashi is very talented.
I like him a lot. I hope we get to see him more often.
I hope we see him more. I'll be shocked because I was shocked we got him a second time. He's got something and he probably will go places.
Oh, somebody's home. Our alarm's going off. Sorry, folks.
God damn it, Tommy Dean. Again, just trying to build up a little bit.
Yeah.
I understand.
And then we had the singles match, a long time coming. The reincarnation of excellence, Kari Wright taking on the rugged Gabe Wilder.
Civil Disorder implodes.
Oh, the final nail in the coffin of Civil Disorder.
Yeah, technically.
As the glue, the sticky white substance, as you like to call them.
Sticky white substance. You got to add that hot, sir.
There are some things I just don't want to...
They cringe a little bit for you?
Just a bit. But this match was definitely on the table as match of the night.
Yes, and I think going into it and looking on paper, to me, it always kind of was, and that's maybe my love for both these men as talents.
That's true.
Kari and Gabe are both phenomenal. They were a good tag team. Now that they've kind of obviously split from Civil Disorder, Kari really coming into his own, no longer really depending on Exodus, no longer really depending on Civil Disorder, really kind of truly becoming his own self. And we're seeing it, and he's doing really well. And then you've got Gabe doing this Children of the Scorns thing, fighting against Richard and Aaron Eagle. And, just that yeah, that scorn, just that vengeance to go out and prove himself every night. Both did really well.
We're going to get to the funeral. Don't worry.
I was going to say, do I want to look?
Yeah, we're going to get to the funeral. That's later.
Yeah.
But then we had the first of 2 tag team matches as the Lost Boys defended the MPX Tag Team Championship against Michael Schaefer and a mystery partner. That with the build-up, the specific way it was, I know that at least you, me, Lily, Pat, all of us were like, oh, please. Oh, please.
Yeah.
We were kind of expecting that LP was going to get in the ring and be like, hold on, I'll be right back with your partner, run to the back, and then his music was going to come out. We got Tommy Becker, which is not bad.
No, it's not. It's good. But it's just one of those, it's kind of like with Schaefer and Mikey last week. Good tag team that was thrown together, but we know we're not going to see it again. Yeah. Schaefer and Becker, we're probably not going to see again. At least there's the idea of Schaefer and Larry continuing it because they are former tag team champs before. They've done it before. They are a tag team. They're one of the best tag teams. If you've never seen them, which, come to think of it, I don't think these addicts, unless you've been coming to MPX for about 7 years, I don't think they've really teamed since.
Yeah.
So a lot of these addicts don't know how good Schaefer and Larry are as a team.
Yeah.
They are very good. Hopefully Larry gets healthy enough to where he can get back in the ring.
Yeah.
Not that he's doing a great job as LP. On the outside is great.
And of course LP is an agent, so you know.
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe he could be an agent to.
Oh, come on!
Too.
He can definitely do a spot where he's making a deal and picking someone up and throwing him down.
Are you kidding?
Larry can do that.
I was going to say
don't question
like
that.
Loverboy Larry.
He could definitely do that.
On the phone while he's dropping.
That would be a great spot. They could definitely do that. But no, the match itself was good because, again, you've got 4 men who know tag team wrestling. You've got Schaefer, who's a great tag team person. You've got Becker, who was larger than life, one of the best tag teams in the history of MPX. And you got the Lost Boys, currently the best tag team in MPX. So, of course, all 4 of these men are going to put on a good tag team match.
Yeah.
And especially knowing the chemistry between Schaefer and the Lost Boys already because, God, they've done battles for decades.
Yeah, and that's honestly... That was kind of my hope when I was seeing all of that. It's like, oh God, if we could have gotten like the reincarnation of the Kingsmen, Manliest Men, whatever you want to call them at this point, the clique, our own clique,
the entourage,
the entourage, versus
with
Lost
Turtle,
Boys, which is something that happened a lot beforehand. Just I honestly would have,
and we were missing Turtle a little bit.
Yeah.
I hate and I love that annoying little bastard.
No, and there's also the thing. I was like, where was Polly?
No
Polly.
I'm one of the few addicts that can take or leave Polly. It's fine. Yeah. But Turtle, Sapo, he's always got to be there.
But yeah, Lost Boys coming away with the win on that one, and pure and simple, it was just a really good match because it was 2 teams of people who know what they're doing.
Yes.
Then we also had the tag team match of the Sons of Mayhem, this time as Joe and Red versus Purple Haze. And not as good as when Purple Haze is facing Jake and Red.
And it wasn't the chemistry.
But that may have been on purpose.
And that's what I was going to say. I feel it is. The chemistry between the 4 with Jake, Red, Stevie, and Prince are there. I think this was also kind of due to the storyline we have with Joe and Red. The whole kind of dissension, not really liking each other. It's Jey Uso and Sami Zayn. That's essentially what it is. They're together, but they don't like each other.
Yeah.
Well, until last week, apparently. But yeah, that's kind of what it is. It's that dissension playing into it, and I think that does hurt. It didn't hurt the match a little bit because obviously it gives for a good storyline. But as far as thinking, because we recently just talked about the MPX awards, Purple Haze and Sons of Mayhem with Red and Jake, some of the best matches we had this year.
Yeah.
And just there's something about that chemistry is there, which is weird because from the start, them not really working against each other, it was just there. Yeah. And it was amazing. And that happens sometimes.
It almost overcame a problematic ref for us with how good that matchup was the first time. And
I was going to mention Nick, but I was told not to, so okay.
Because
I do miss Nick. So
I knew where Nick was.
yeah. We always need the show to get a little nasty,
Yeah. But honestly, this one, it was still a really good match.
Yes.
And
yeah, it was.
like that's the thing. I'm not trying to take anything away from it. It just is like the chemistry felt different.
It was different.
Enough. Yeah, it was different.
It was
not bad.
different. No, yeah.
So, Brick plugging for Red here.
He does love him some Red. Who doesn't? Go on.
Did I tell you how I almost got Red killed?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll tell you later. Luckily, I was like, no, I promise it's a joke.
I'm pretty sure Red and Jake almost did that themselves on the show here.
True. Yeah, especially with everything kind of just going sideways at the end of the match. And then, you had Red and Joe about to come to blows. Jake and JD come out to try and break that up. And Red is so on that edge that he was about ready to try and throw hands with JD, which, I mean, if you were going to do that, you got balls, but não me patria filha e Espírito Santo.
Kirby? R.I.P.?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So Kirby joins his father in R.I.P. death. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
I know you're not happy with JD, Brick, after what we saw a couple weeks ago. Yeah, definitely not.
No.
But Purple Haze coming away with him on that one. So, like I said, just miscommunication from Joe and Red on that.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I love this storyline. It kind of has replaced, since it's kind of gone away, the Locke, Sammy, Mikey love triangle story that we had going.
I don't know. Mikey keeps bringing up Locke.
Like I said, it's a little bit. It's taking a back seat. It's on the burner. It's still getting hot. But you've got the Sons' dissension, the Sons coming together. Like, that storyline right now is so good, because it is. It's one of those where it's the inevitable. Is Red going to leave, or are they going to kick Red out? That's, at least from everything we know from wrestling, that's where it seems like it's going.
I don't know.
It's which one of those is going to happen first.
Also, if you paid attention to Jake's body language during that whole section, he was ready to jump. It just I didn't know who he was ready to jump.
Jake is all about his sensei. Jake is all about Jerome's training.
Are we sure?
I think so.
Brother Red,
Yeah, but sensei outranks brother, doesn't it?
I don't know.
No, I'm all for this storyline and where we're going. Because again, I think it's when it happens, it's going to be good. Because like I said, it's either Red leaves or they're kicking Red out, and it's going to be great either way.
They're going to kick Red out, be beaten up on him. Brick's going to come in, clear the ring. We're going to have, I don't know. Maybe we'll get.
We're going to have Red Brick.
Red Brick.
Red Brick. It's a great.
Have that meme.
All in all, just
another brick in the wall.
I wasn't going to complete that.
Why?
Because
it's a song.
Yeah, but I'm just not going to say just another brick in the wall.
Oh, well, I didn't mean it like that. I was just completing the song. God damn it! You got me killed. I hate you. You set me up. You asshole.
I did not. I said I wasn't going to complete it. There's a reason I wasn't going to complete it, and it wasn't just to get you killed. Then we had, speaking of Mikey B, we had the Mikey B Open Challenge starting a week early from what he was talking about.
Yeah.
As he was ready to challenge anybody in the back or anybody at all, whether it was a fan.
I was going to say, it wasn't the back.
Cody, or whether it was going to be Ross.
A child.
He was going to.
He also wanted a child. He said he didn't care.
Yeah.
And
well,
child he got.
He got the child as DMG came to Ross's defense. And actually, this was a really good match.
It was. Kid Mayhem, again, being as young as he is, as good as he is. It is a little weird to me, just for some of the fact that it's still a 15-year-old kid. Or is he 16 now? Is he still 15?
I think he's 16.
But
no, 15. He's still 15.
Okay. Yeah, it's one of those where it's still a little weird to me to see someone that young in there. But he does good. And obviously Mikey is good enough to take care of him. There were times where his own trainer, Kirby, looks like he beat the shit out of him. Yeah. And Mikey, no, he took good care of Dalton, and it was a good match. And I think it's a good match for the fact that we haven't seen Dalton in a while.
Yeah.
And I think it's an eye-opener of, oh, man, this is good.
Yeah.
All right.
That was actually the thing about it. It's the fact that, he came in there and it looked like he's been wrestling every week.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen him in weeks actually wrestling. I mean, there was that short little Stranger Things bit at the end of October, but, that wasn't really much of a match.
No.
Or a match at all. It was fun.
No, yes,
I enjoyed the hell out of it. I'm not gonna lie.
Mikey did kick Dalton in the face pretty hard. That is true. That did happen. But no, it was a good match. I really hope this, at least my idea, the story does go somewhere with Mikey keep throwing these opening challenges, and eventually we get that. Hey, now you're an all-star, and Locke makes his appearance.
I would like to see. Yeah,
I think that would be great. I don't know which. Again, I hope Locke is doing well, dealing with everything he's dealing with. If he does choose to come back, that's a great way to do that.
We do miss the all-star.
That would be amazing if that's kind of where we go with this. Because again, we also need. I do need that closure of that storyline, because that storyline was getting somewhere and it was so good.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Richard says he's retired.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we know how much that means in wrestling. And then there was the six-pack challenge, which...
I love Richard and Brick's interaction.
Mm-hmm. There was the six-pack challenge. J.D. Griffey, Buzzard Tommy Bolton, Miracle Maker Tommy Dean, the hero Aaron Eagle, the Mad Prince, and the final boss, Lord Exodus Prime.
Hey, you got all the names. Good job.
I like Exodus now.
Oh, okay.
Which is bullshit, because I've always liked Exodus.
You forgot Lord, though. He's Lord Exodus.
That's it, the final boss, Lord Exodus.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear. Okay.
Yeah.
Good job, then.
Pay attention. No.
What was JD?
Richard says we need to skip this match. Do you know why he wants us to skip this match? I'm not sure.
I mean, I know he's a little fuzzy about it, so he probably wants to forget it. Richard, I do love you, but Jesus Christ, Gabe did not hold back on that kendo stick.
No, he
that
did
kendo
not.
stick fucking broke. And I was like, holy shit, Gabe didn't hold back.
With the whole one, and I'm like, oh, he's just going to smack Richard a little bit. And
yeah,
like
that's
that.
what I'm thinking too.
Bam,
like,
it's broken. I'm like, holy.
Yeah, I was like, little chap. Holy shit, he broke it.
Good on you, Richard.
R.I.P. Gabe, because fuck, Richard is going to pay that back.
Just about everything involved in this match was really good. I loved the momentary battle of the Tommies.
Right, and that's the thing when we got, and I love Tommy Dean immediately doing the Spider-Man. That was beautiful.
Yes.
Loved it. That was the thing I was curious about when we got to this is it elimination? Is it pinfall? Like
it being a six-pack challenge, I figured it was a one.
Yeah,
fall.
and I figured it. Well, but that's again also technically those are time limits, like the WWE used to do the six-pack scrambles, where most pinfalls, whoever got the latest pin wins. So there's a lot of ways they could have done it. I like the one pinfall thing. I think that's great. It also was a little weird when they first announced it. I'm like, why don't we just do a prison break? Like, it's kind of set there. Well, yeah, but I mean, we have a lot of things that we continually do, but every time there's a six, I guess because it's me and MPX, every time there's a six-way, it's like, oh, prison break, yay. But no, I enjoyed. I saw it, and I'm trying not to laugh. I thought the match itself was good. It wasn't a clusterfuck like the prison break was. That prison break was really hard.
Hearing the wrestlers talk about it, it was a clusterfuck.
So this match I thought was laid out well. And I'm glad the way it ended, because a lot of people are like, oh, Exodus. I'm like, no, we build Exodus a little more, have him win the Rumble, then fight Tatum at Destiny. That's the plan that we should go on.
Yeah, and it's like
and then you look at everyone else. Tommy Dean's kind of the only one. Like Tommy Dean's the next good choice to fight Tatum. So I liked the way it went. I thought it was good.
And of course, the payoff to I'll go ahead and acknowledge it, the Legion of Doom beating up on Superman at the beginning of the show. Superman coming and helping Green Lantern.
No, what? I don't get DC references, sir.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't. I should have known he'd understand it. I should have known better.
Of course you should have known. But no, that's the thing. I thought it was laid out well. I thought it was good. We saw the kind of birds of prey interaction, as you like to call them.
All of them, Richard. All of them.
We saw, the Mad Prince and Richard and Gabe. Like, there was so much to this match.
Aaron Eagle putting all three Tommies through a door. Yeah,
that was impressive. Like I said, thought the match was done well. Thought it was laid out well. Thought it was executed well. Yeah. And I thought it, like I said, to me, it's doing what it needs to do, and to get Tatum a next title match that's not Exodus.
Yes.
Because like I said, to me right now,
yeah.
If we can build Exodus to be the monster face that he's on the cusp of being, get him a Rumble win, have him fight Tatum at Destiny. They literally have just switched roles, which if you would have said a year ago they would do that, I'd be like, fuck you, that won't work. And it's going to work. The way Tatum has come in and just pretty much...
called you a liar.
Yeah, you did?
Yeah.
When did I lie?
See references?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not saying names. I did that once and it fucked me over. But that's the thing, is seeing the change of heel Dick Tatum and now almost monster face Exodus and going that path, because the chemistry's already there for both, and they have a great feud. They have great matches. Now the tables have just turned on who's face and who's heel, and it's going to be amazing.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm so very looking forward to that meeting again, because it is going to be a totally different feel to it, because it's been the cocky, you've never beaten me, Tatum Manning, and now it's like, you know what, you've become the asshole now for Exodus.
I love you, Tommy Dean. I love you so much. Because I've said it forever, and I was told to stop saying it, but it's true.
Yeah,
you know it's true. He is White Rock.
Richard says Aaron Eagle was robbed.
Again,
just give him
but again, Richard's a little fuzzy. He got kind of hit in the back of the head, so I don't think he has full comprehension of what actually happened.
Yeah, but next week is Cold Day in Hell. Used to be one of what we considered one of the big four of MPX, but now that they're doing big ones every month.
Oh, it's still a big four.
Yeah, it's still one of our seasonals.
Yeah, exactly. It's still the Survivor Series, Rumble, Mania, SummerSlam. It's one of those.
No, we know Tommy Dean won. That's why we're looking forward to how that's going to go.
See, again, he's still concussed and fuzzy. He didn't listen to everything I said.
That's true. But
I love you, boss. Don't kill me. Or don't send someone to kill me.
Well, we are going to see a funeral already this Saturday, because, we're going to see Brick Savage, the ungodly heathen, taking on Kari Wright.
I do love that name.
Excellence. And like I've said across Facebook, Kari's going to have to find a new level of excellence or find a new reincarnation.
Well, he can reincarnate to another excellence form, can he? Can't you just reincarnate to excellence over and over again?
Well, I mean,
maybe.
This isn't even.
I don't know how reincarnation works. So, but yeah, this match is going to be very good. It is two super talented wrestlers, and you got that different style. You've got Brick, the powerhouse, who is also technical, and you've got Kari, who is going to have to rely on speed and technicality, and just honestly not try to let Brick get his hands on him, because once Brick gets your hands on you, it's fucking over. R.I.P. Kari.
Yeah.
And then we'll see him again as the reincarnation of Excellence version 2.
Then we've also got the Street Fight versus Rugged Gabe Wilder and the hero Aaron Eagle. And this is going to be harsh.
This is going to be very physical, and I'm excited for it. We've seen Gabe do lots of street fights, hardcore matches, playground matches, whatever you want to call them. And then you've got Eagle, who has done them in the past. A lot of the acts probably don't realize or have seen them before. Back in the PCW days, he did quite a few. And that's something, that is going to obviously come back. I think that veteran experience is going to help him a lot. This match is going to be very physical. If it wasn't for a couple other things coming up, like mainly Brick just destroying Kari, it might be one of the most physical matches. Also, later on when we have Max, the physicality in this match is going to be broad, and it's going to be amazing. And then it's anything goes. What is Richard going to do? What is the Mad Prince going to do? What is Hilda going to do? If Bolton is a part of this weird mashup team, is he going to help and care? Like, what's going to happen?
And then, of course, we've got all 4 titles on the line this Saturday. This is actually one of my favorite setups for a major show. First, we're going to have the MPX Prospect Championship match, as Dimitri will be defending not only against Red Chambers, but also against Joe Angelo Garcia. But the thing is, this isn't a 2-on-1 match. This is a triple threat.
Yep.
And you already know that there are problems between Red and Joe.
There are, but do you not think Jerome has probably told them the main goal out of this is to get the belt off Dimitri. Doesn't matter which one of y'all wins, get the belt off Dimitri.
I mean, Red's kind of in his rebellious phase right now, so he may have,
Oh, he's a teenager?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Up here at least. I don't know. But I think he's going to look at this, it's like, since it is a sanctioned match, he has the sanctioned capability to, finally let loose on Joe.
Maybe.
So there may be a little bit of back and forth there.
And that's the other thing, too, is JD going to be at ringside? Is Jake going to be at ringside? Is Nick going to be at ringside? Yeah. Like, where are the rest of the Sons going to be?
Yeah, because they're not on...
It's going to be interesting to see what happens. First of all, if I was Dimitri, I'd be arguing and fighting that, hey, I just beat 2 people. That's 2 more defenses, right? Like that. You would think that would work that way.
I mean, you had to fight the same guy twice for the first 2. Why not? Get the second 2 just in one match.
Which, so he already beat Jake twice. Mm-hmm. Say he beats Joe and Red. Does he go on to the next Sun? Like, is that all the prospect titles are going to be? Is just going against the Suns? Which I'm fine with because they're all going to be good matches.
Ooh, that means match 4 might well be JD Griffey.
That's probably going to be the toughest one.
Yeah.
It could be Nick. You don't know. Come on, Nick and Dimitri would throw hands.
I don't know. I've seen the comments I've gotten from certain people.
As the people say, he would, Dimitri would give him the business. So that is one of my new favorite chants. I love that people yell at him.
Yeah.
At first I hated it, and now it's grown on me. I'm like, nope, it's funny. I like it. It's cool.
But yeah, looking forward to this one simply because it's going to be interesting to see what happens between certain people in it.
Well, and that's the thing is Dimitri going to be smart and kind of just let them fight each other and then pick off the weakest one? So we'll see.
Yeah. Then we've also got the MPX Addicts Championship as Exodus Prime looks to reclaim that belt that he has. He's longest single reign. If he wins it off of Angel Camacho this Saturday, he could very well get longest total reign as well.
He could, and that's the thing too. I would love, say he does win, the very next week, come out, do a promo where it's in the bag, but then pull it out and be like, no, this is actually a beautiful belt and it means something. Does that mean, just really do the full face?
Maybe.
I think that would be cool. But then that's the thing too is, can he get past Angel?
Yeah.
Like, can he get past this Puerto Rican juggernaut monster that we have built up? Like, we've seen, Angel beat Brick.
Yeah.
That's not only one other person can say that.
And the thing is, this is also going to lead very much to a back and forth because the person who does currently hold most total days, is Tatum Manning.
Yep.
So that would be something that Exodus would definitely want to hold over him.
That is true. I think it's going to be a good match. I think because obviously the chemistry is there with them. They've trained together. They grew into the business together. They know each other so well. I think this match is going to be one of those that kind of surprises a lot of people because a lot of the addicts haven't seen how good Angel actually is. Angel is actually very talented, very agile, very strong. Like he's one of those that you look at and you don't think he's going to be able to move like he does. And a lot of the addicts haven't really seen that yet. And I think this match with Exodus is probably going to do that.
He says, I expect cohesion from my unit. Dimitri better not leave with that championship. I will not be pleased.
Told you.
Yeah, no, and I agree. Yeah.
Told you. That's going to be his message is, hey, I don't care who wins. Dimitri doesn't.
Yeah. I mean, he did say that belt comes home to the Sons of Mayhem.
Yep.
So, we'll see how that goes. But then we also have the MPX Tag Team Championship matches. The Lost Boys will be defending against one of the best-known tag teams in Texas. The new greatest unsigned tag team in Texas. Now that Larger Than Life is no longer...
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. That still hurts a little.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
I miss Larger Than Life.
But Fly Deaf.
Yeah. And I don't know how many of these addicts have seen, but Fly Deaf has been here before, and Fly Deaf is amazing. And this match is going to be very good. This match, I think, is truly going to be a testament of how well a tag team the Lost Boys are. As of late, the Lost Boys haven't really fought the caliber of a Fly Deaf. Children of Scorn are good. Sons of Mayhem are good. Purple Haze are good. Fly Def is one of those different levels.
Well, Fly Def also has, the time as a tag team that other teams really haven't.
Yeah, that, and Fly Def has gone against some of the best tag teams in the world. Mm-hmm. This match is going to be really good. I would dare say, unless somehow we got Fly Def more times, which I doubt we do, it is probably the Lost Boys winning somehow. Again, like I said, it could be a thing like, what was it, a couple of years ago with the Cool, where they took the titles and we didn't see it for like a month and a half or two.
Yeah.
It could very well be that again. I just hate when we do that. Most recently, everyone knows my hatred for when the Prospect title went away. It's the MPX title. It's the Addicts Prospect tag, whatever. It's home. It's ours. Like, don't let it go away. I get the idea. I get the idea if you can make it a bigger name elsewhere in other places. That just didn't happen the last couple of times we've tried it.
Not for lack of trying, though.
Yeah.
Gotta give kids some credit there. They tried.
I just feel that, if that was to happen, then yeah, I hope it does get defended against bigger stages and more shows and stuff like that. I just don't see it happening. I see the Lost Boys really cementing their legacy, which they already have a legacy, but really cementing as one of the best tag teams in MPX history with a win over Fly Def.
Yeah. And then, of course, we also have the MPX Championship match. Tatum Manning defending against the winner of last week's match, Tommy Dean, the Miracle Maker. Can you make another miracle? It would be just like certain people to completely throw a swerve at us. We've been sitting here talking.
It would.
We see the completion of Tatum's story with against Exodus Prime.
Right.
It's not. No, it's going to be Tommy Dean.
And I get that.
Coming and walking away with the belt.
Because again, we're fans. We're the best and worst thing about wrestling.
Oh yeah. We're critics.
But it's the Miracle Maker name has always kind of struck me because, okay, he beat Brick. He's the Miracle Maker. Then he kind of goes on a losing streak. Gets a win, losing streak win. It's like, what really miracles have we accomplished?
He hasn't been on a losing streak. He's actually been a winning streak with a couple of losses.
But that's still, like, I don't know. To me, Miracle Maker means you're kind of constantly up, winning.
I don't know. He was against almost insurmountable odds in that six-pack challenge and, came away with a win.
It's true.
He's beaten Brick Savage.
Asterisk. But again, he did have help on that. The Miracle Maker name always kind of threw me. I do like it. It's just one of those where I felt as soon as he got it, it was just kind of down and then back up. Him and Tatum, obviously, I think are going to have.
We did say asterisk, Brick. We put an asterisk on there. We're going to die.
I'm the one who's died so far. He has not touched you yet. He needs to touch you.
No.
Again, I still have a bruise, and I felt it for 2 weeks.
At least we bring him peanut M&Ms.
It's supposed to be from all of us, jerk.
It is. Really, I try it. It's just, I'm the one.
But the thing is, Tommy is so talented in the ring. And Tatum is talented. This match is going to be amazing. This match probably will be match of the night. And it could go either way. If Tommy actually does win the title, holy crap, that is going to be an amazing moment. Mm-hmm. Do I think it would be a long reign before Tatum got it back? No.
I don't even think it would be Tatum getting it back. I think it's like, I think it would go at least until the Rumble.
Yeah. We'll see. I think the match is going to be amazing. Tommy is one of those that I think so highly of as far as an in-ring competitor, and I just hate the fact that it's kind of Oklahoma-based. There are some good talent in Oklahoma, but it is...
This man was kissing Wesley Crane's ass for months, and now that it's Tommy, he's like, oh, I don't know, it's Oklahoma.
But it is. Wes, Tommy, Dimitri, Dexter, there's such good talent. Technically, I know Luke's not from Oklahoma, but he wrestled in Oklahoma all the time. There's a lot of good talent in Oklahoma that once they branch out, people can kind of see that. Case in point, Dimitri making the move to Texas to kind of get more eyes and more to get on. And again, no disrespect to Oklahoma, but better shows, better competition. if Tommy Dean was able to do that, I think the sky's the limit for him because he is so good in the ring. Technically, the charisma he brings out in the crowd, in his matches, he is very talented.
Every time we bring up the sky's the limit with somebody, my first thought is, oh, he's going to beat him down?
Yeah. I mean, it's possible. But yeah, I'm not backtracking. When am I backtracking? I don't think I ever have. I'll backtrack on Brick because I did not say a bad thing about Brick. And people think I don't like the man. I do. The man doesn't like me. There's a difference.
Brick doesn't like anybody. He said as much.
No, he likes Damo.
No, he said he hates everyone.
But Damo. He loves Damo.
I mean, yeah.
Damo's his brother. But Tommy and Tatum is going to be a really good match. It probably will be match of the night. And I don't think we've ever really seen it one-on-one. I think they've had interactions and tags or triple threats or a rumble.
I think so too, yeah.
So this being a first-time matchup is going to be really good, I think.
He hates Damo too, but he's tolerable.
Cool. Got it. I'll mark that down.
He doesn't like anybody.
All right. I'll remember all that.
Never one-on-one.
Yeah.
Never one-on-one. Yeah.
Okay. I know, Tommy, you've said everyone kind of sleeps on Oklahoma, and I get there's a lot of talent there, but the three shows I've been to, I just did not like.
Talent-wise, absolutely, Oklahoma's got some fantastic talent. Unfortunately, and I've heard people from Oklahoma say this, the promotional side of things leaves something to be desired. I think WFC might be considered the best up there.
It's a good one. That was one I went to that was all right. Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's just a couple I did not appreciate or enjoy and again, the people on the card I knew and I liked and were okay, and again, it may just been an off night that happens in wrestling. Mm-hmm. But now exactly. It's I have a natural inbred hate for Oklahoma in general. So
he's got the tattoo to prove it.
That is true.
But that one, and then of course the special match, unfortunately, was supposed to be Sky Blue making her debut against Abaddon. But unfortunately, something has happened. I have no idea what's going on with that, but Abaddon is not going to be able to make it. So therefore, they have been replaced with Max the Impaler.
Super excited. Look, everyone knows I was not a fan of Abaddon, but then I saw her live and I'm like, oh no, this is amazing. So I was super excited to see Abaddon again. She couldn't come. This is one of the best replacements I could have hoped for. I am super excited to see Max, one of my favorite independent women wrestlers out there. Just an amazing look, amazing in the ring. I love the whole Mad Max post-apocalyptic look. It is so great. I'm just curious how I feel Abaddon and Sky Blue probably would have had better chemistry. So I don't know how.
Simply because they've worked together before.
They've worked together, similar size. It's not so much built on power as Max and Sky Blue is going to be built on a real powerful, fast person trying to beat a technical fast person.
Yeah.
So I think the chemistry would have been better with Sky and Abaddon, but this match is going to be really good. Super excited to see Max. I think it's going to be good. What?
I don't know. I don't understand any of this.
Why are we talking about Eminem and MGK?
I don't know.
Apparently, Abaddon is super hurt.
Yeah, I wouldn't hope they get better soon because
Brick and Max would be amazing. that would be, whoo! I would love to pay to see that.
Yeah,
that would be great. Oh,
just lots and lots of violence.
So good.
But it's like that one. Still, that one very much people are looking forward to because one, it's Sky Blue and she is fairly popular. Mm-hmm. And Max the Impaler, I've seen them. I have not actually seen any of her matches yet.
She's done a couple of AEW Darks elevations. Mm-hmm. She did ROH for a bit. I've seen probably more of her than I have Sky. I've seen Sky Blue. That's going to throw me off. Sky Blue, I've seen 2 or 3 times on New Texas Pro. Always good. She's also been in AEW, so I think it's going to be good.
But it's like what I have seen is like I've got to see them online for the first time and everything like that just a few weeks ago. And
I understand your pop culture reference, Tommy Dean. I just refuse to acknowledge it, if that makes sense. I get the Eminem, MJK beef. I just yeah, no.
You mean
see exactly, Brig? Exactly, Brig.
Tatum's going to start teaming up with Zero because he's going to be pop punk.
God damn.
That's what I'm saying.
Please no.
But yeah, make sure you get your tickets for that if you're not actually one of the wrestlers who's already in the chat and everything. But because, like has been said online before, this show is not connected to the season pass this month. But to make up for that, we're of course getting a couple of shows that I'm looking forward to in one fashion or another. Because we're going to have a very Mikey B Christmas.
Yeah, it could be fun. I kind of miss the emo Christmas, but maybe the boy band Christmas will be fun.
Yeah. And we're also going to have on the 31st, on New Year's Eve, Retroplex Wrestling, which that's got a certain familiar feel to it.
Yeah, it's almost like a time warp, right?
Yeah.
Super excited they're bringing it back. It's always been one of our favorite shows of the year. So yeah, having your current MPX roster kind of throwback to old school wrestlings and wrestlers and stuff like that. It's always been fun. It's just one of those that it's one of the fun shows. It sometimes has storyline that bleeds in, but more than not, it's always just complete a show on its own for fun. So super excited that's coming back. Really curious
we're being told
to see.
It's not a time warp.
Yes, I understand. I said it's like. Oh shit, my bad. Yeah. No. It's Retroplex.
It's Retroplex Wrestling.
Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be super fun, and like I said, I'm curious what the Mikey B Christmas special is because the emo Christmas was so fun.
Oh yeah, so it was a lot of fun. So but last time when Dave was doing the emo Christmas and everything, they were faces ish, and now we're gonna have the heels doing a.
But
Christmas
Sammy's face.
True.
Sammy's super face. Everyone loves Sammy.
Sammy's going to be the one everybody wants to cheer for, as always. But looking forward to that. Looking forward to how this whole month is going to go, especially after what is going to happen on Cold Day in Hell. Because how this ends up is going to inform how things go up until we get to Rumble season.
Pretty close, yeah. This has always been one of those shows that kind of sets the tone till Rumble. So.
Oh, wait a minute. That actually sparked something. Don't forget, we've already had our first announcement for the 2023 Texas Rumble. Jupiter Award-winning Mr. MPX.
Oh, I thought it was me, 'cause I've been saying that for months. But yes, Schaefer announcing himself for the Texas Rumble. So.
So. Oh, Richard just canceled everything? What? Oh.
Huh?
Oh yeah, the Texas Rumble, February 18th. So
Yep.
We're closing out this year's amazing year because with everything that's gone on this year, it's just been wild.
It has.
The regime change, the retirement of Stephen Kirby.
Oh, I thought you were talking about personal lives. Yes. MPX
has
done well.
There's been a lot of major changes for both of us on that one too. Yeah.
Yes. But, and I guess also, spoiler, keep an eye out Saturday or Sunday. MPX Fan Awards are almost done and will be posted.
Yep.
We did it early this time, people.
Ish. Yeah, and you know what? We're actually going to take less than 6 months to announce the winners.
Maybe. That has not yet to be determined yet.
Okay, well, it depends on how much I can cough up for the...
But yeah.
Brick hates everybody.
Does Brick hate him? Right?
Keep it kayfabe, wrestling fans.
God, can we please don't kill me, Brick? I love you. God, I'm so dead.
Yep.
Why? Why am I dead?
I don't know.
I love that man. Why does he kill me?
Alrighty.